Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I have some MMA news. So allegedly, interim welterweight champion Colby Covington might be getting stripped of his interim title because he is unable to fight Tyron Woodley in September. Also, it seems he might get leaped over by Darren Till, in which Darren Till will get the next title shot, leaving Colby Covington in a bit of an odd spot with his title being stripped and no guarantee that he will get a title shot after that. But this is all just rumors right now, and it doesn't make the most sense. Yeah, these rumors just don't make real sense right now. But Darren Till tweets towards Woodley, making it appear that he knows something that no one else does currently. But now, I'll just get to my 2 cents and I'll give my 2 cents out on this whole situation. I don't think that Colby should be stripped, but I do think that Woodley should fight soon since it's been close to a year now. And by the time he fights next, it will have been over a year since he last defended that title. I think Colby should keep his interim title and either fight the winner of Woodley versus whomever he defends his title against next, or maybe they could push the fight back till October or December, which could be better, allowing the fight to generate more buzz, gives them more time to market the fight. But now, as far as who deserves the next shot other than Colby Covington, I think Till is the second best option, just based on resume and marketability. But there is the whole thing with him struggling to make weight. He couldn't even make 171, didn't really come close, and lost sight for a period of time during an excruciating weight cut process. So how will all this all of a sudden he just be thrusted to make the 170-pound limit for a title fight if he couldn't even make it for a non-title fight and struggle to make that limit? It's not like his body changes for a title fight. He could have the same issues. He could have worse issues, and he'll be having to cut more weight. He can't make 171. A title fight is not 170.5. You either 170 or you're less than 170. If you're anything above 170, even if it's like 0.1, it's not a title fight. And it'd be almost pointless if he went up there and had the same issues as he had in his last fight with making weight, and then the fight would turn into a non-title fight. The last thing we need is another Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero 2. We want a real title fight. Both people have a chance to win the belt, and it makes it more marked. But you don't want to have somebody missing weight, or maybe matter of fact, you don't want a Khabib versus Tony Ferguson, was it the first time where Khabib ate too much tiramisu, then the whole fight was taken off the card. They built up all the stuff for this fight, and then a day before the fight, he has a bad weight cut, and the fight gets cut off. So you don't want none of that happen. You want somebody that can really make the weight. So that's something definitely to worry about. And also, if say he do not end up making the weight, and the fight still goes on, like I said, Yoel Romero versus Robert Whittaker 2 situation, and say instead of the Robert Whittaker versus Romero 2 fight where Robert Whittaker just won and kept everything the same, say if Darren Till actually ends up winning the fight, and then he doesn't win the title by beating Woodley, he just makes the division more confusing. So Woodley still has the belt. Darren Till beat Woodley. Maybe, matter of fact, he might even run through Woodley, but he doesn't get the belt. But Woodley's still the champion. It might set up another fight, but it just makes things more confusing than they have to be. But all that confusion aside, so then you have your third best option in Kamaru Usman, who is on a lengthy winning streak, undefeated in the UFC. I think his winning streak is about the same as GSP's record for consecutive wins in the welterweight division. So he has an impressive record, undefeated record, impressive record and all that stuff right now. So he definitely more than deserving. He's up there in the rankings. I think he's one behind Till, or definitely up in the top 5. So he's more than deserving. He's not somebody you're going to just bring out of the top 10 to throw in there. He's somebody in the top 5, someone that's deserving, someone that's undefeated in the UFC, someone that's put in the work, someone that's been active. So he's definitely a good option, and he can make weight. He's reliable when it comes to make weight. You haven't seen any struggles with him making weight, or at least he hasn't voiced any struggles or issues. He's been able to make weight, been able to go out there and fight, been able to fight consistently, because obviously he's been in the UFC for a decent period of time, but not the most, and he's been able to fight very often, being a frequent fighter, been reliable. So throw him up in there. I think it might be a better choice than Till. But the one thing is that, would that fight be a draw? And my answer to that is, I don't think so. I think that MMA fans, hardcore, or at least the non-casuals, will love that matchup, and it would be a pretty good matchup. People will tune in, people will like it. I think it's stylistically a pretty good matchup, but I think the casuals will definitely pass on it. I think with these options, though, that the best route is to push the Woodley versus Covington fight back to October or December to end the year off, and maybe have Till face Usman on the same card to see who gets the next shot. The fight between Usman and Till could determine who will fight the champion next, and also be a test to see if Till can make the weight properly. So if Till can make the weight and win impressively, he gets the title shot. And we know Usman can make weight, and if Usman can not stop, just defeat Till, then Usman deserves a title shot. So you at least kind of get some clarification before thrusting him into a title shot. Like before you even thrust Till into a title shot, you will see that he could actually make weight, because in his last fight, he obviously did not make weight. So it's necessary to make these kind of fights happen so that you can be clear on things and don't just throw people in the title shot just because they are popular and stuff, then have the fight fall out or not end up the way it's supposed to end and all this other confusion. But that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.